protests have erupted across Lebanon following the signing of a US-brokered framework agreement between Lebanon and Israel. Demonstrators have taken to the streets in Beirut and several other cities, rejecting the deal and accusing the government of making major concessions on national sovereignty. The agreement has also drawn strong opposition from Hezbollah. Thousands of protesters flooded the streets of Beirut and other parts of Lebanon after news of the framework agreement with Israel became public. Videos circulating online showed demonstrators blocking major roads, burning tires, and chanting slogans against the Lebanese government. Security forces were deployed in several areas as protests intensified. The US-mediated agreement is intended to begin a process aimed at ending hostilities between Israel and Lebanon. It includes provisions for phased Israeli withdrawal from parts of southern Lebanon, greater deployment of the Lebanese army, and discussions on the future disarmament of armed groups operating outside state control. However, many protesters say the agreement does not go far enough in addressing Israeli military presence in southern Lebanon. Some demonstrators argue that the deal effectively legitimizes Israel's continued deployment in parts of southern Lebanon and object to what they view as concessions made during negotiations. These are the protesters' claims. Hezbollah has also rejected the framework, warning that attempts to disarm the group under the agreement could further destabilize Lebanon. Political tensions remain high as the government faces growing domestic pressure over the deal. Authorities have not announced any changes to the agreement despite the demonstrations, while security forces remain on alert as protests continue across the country.
We're happy to announce a framework agreement between the sovereign government of Lebanon and of course the government of Israel, with a mediation and support of the United States of America that begins to put in place a framework for lasting peace and security. And that's what these two nations deserve. The people of Lebanon have suffered tremendously now for decades as a result of outside interference in their affairs, of countries trying to use the country as a launch pad for attacks. And this is not what the people of Lebanon want, and that's not what they deserve. What they deserve to have is what they once had, and of which there is recent history of, and that is a prosperous and peaceful country.